Hello again, Joao Andrade here in L'Aquila, Gran Sasso. And this time I have here on my side Mino, who has been with me yesterday, commenting on the race and talking about the athletes' profiles. Here we have Alexander representing Italy on the 100-mile World Series final. He's coming here with the tracking poles, and he is about to come in third place for Gran Sasso World Series. Bino, we're just now researching about Alexander's historical performance, but for now we have Cody Reed as the champion of the 100 World Series, and Roger coming in second place. And we are about to have Alexander coming, Alexander Rabensteiner, just above the 20 hours. We had predictions. Some people said below 17, 16 hours, and Cody did it just over 8 seconds on the 18 hours. Is that roughly what you were expecting for finish times on the first two, and now with Alexander coming in third place, just over 20 hours?
I don't know because this athlete was arriving at the last moment. He was one of the last to give the confirmation for participating in this event. Alexander had a different kind to impose the race because at the beginning was in the first two position for many kilometers. Then probably during the night he had some problem and he cannot remain in the same position till now. But we see that he's in the center of the city, so we shall have him in the finish line in a few time. This one is an athlete that was competing on long distances, 170 kilometers in the Mont Blanc 22. He was arriving in 85 position after 28 hours and 2 minutes. Then he ran also the 121 kilometer in Lavaredo Ultra Trail, and it was 44 on 1001 participating. Now is really near the finish line, only I think few hundred meters to run till the end of the race, and is walking because he's absolutely without no more power, no more energy. But it's incredible to see also this kind of row that are in this condition after the 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 disaster of many years ago. Aquila was a absolutely different city. Is a city which live all students and young people. Is full of activity, but now after the Susu round was absolutely different and in this condition. Now I think really few hundred meters to finish the event for him, and it's an honor to be the first of the Italian to reach the finish line. He was first also in the Tuscany Cross. He was first in the Tuscany Cross in April this year on the 160 kilometer, but only 30 athletes were participating there. Tuscany Cross is another event that is increasing year by year the number of participating athletes there. In any time is followed by a bicycle that gives him the mental support in the final part of the race. And the athletes are also arriving, looking many cars just near them. It's not fantastic for people that were running for so many kilometers on the mountain, but is absolutely necessary. And I think we are absolutely near to the finish line. I don't live in L'Aquila, I'm able to say exactly how far is from the end of the event.
Well, I was going to say, looking at the GPS tracker, he should be now. He passed. He's already within the last mile, of course. He's past the nine. He's inside the 99 mile. He's going to turn right
Right,
on Via San Bernardino.
and then he's going on the left where, and then he's going on the left where he can find the big stair that to Piazza San Bernardino, where is also the famous basilic. In Italy is absolutely a famous basilic.
And here we have this symbol with athletes reaching in the finish line after this 100-mile journey, hitting the gong that is placed there at the finish line, a symbol that they will take forever with wonderful pictures that we're taking here. This is the first athlete to use the poles close to the finish line. Cody and Roger came without the poles, so I guess it's trying to save as much as possible his legs. He's really now entering the final parts. He will be taking a right turn and then making a left turn and then climbing the stairs all the way to the Piazza San Bernardino. Now we have the 100-kilometer also ongoing. And Bino, what can we say for now on what's happening on the 100K whilst we watch Alexander making the final two turns to finish the race?
Sure, it's an honor for him to arrive running. And another symbol of this event is the gong that you was mentioning before. And after the race, each one of the athletes is putting his signature. There is a Hall of Fame, and the athletes are writing their signature, but also on the back side of the gong. And it's symbolic, but it's important to say I won't left here my name and my presence with the gong and then with my signature. Uh, the life is full of symbolism and also here in this event, in this race for the athletes. Is looking another of the beautiful square, and I think we should reach not yet. Going back to the 100 kilometer, this morning we had just a little delay, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. The athletes were ready to the start. Are 16 the athletes starting from the starting line, and they received, like ever before the race, all the information, the security phone number, the description of the race, the way to let the sign, and the athletes start for the event. We have 14 men and 2 women. The 2 women are Ana Laura Moro Martin, an athlete coming from Spain. She was a winner in the ultra trail Via delle Giulie, a race on 40 kilometers in 1921. And we are absolutely going back to, here he is, ready, start again to run. Is listening the voice announcer that says that he's arriving and the finish part of the race. Is reaching the last part. At the end of this road, he should turn on the left side. and then as the final stair.
And we have then Morgan Pili, which is there's been real fights and change of positions throughout the whole journey. With Morgan at the starts, he was leading the race with Cody. Then he ended up in pass and remained strong, fighting for a good position, fighting for a top five position. He's now in fourth place. Few kilometers behind Alexander, who is coming here pretty much carrying the Italian flag. We then have the woman runner, the female runners, where we have Letizia Saltori leading the woman race, and I'm confirming the position now on the GPS tracker of all the runners who are coming here. And there we go. We see Alexander. Now, again, this is really history in the making. Alexander is coming here to become the third place of the first 100 World Series final here in Gran Sasso. Look at his smile. This is a beautiful moment. Let's go, Alexander. He's going all the way up to become number 3. Again, what a race. This is an incredible finish here with this climb to the stairs. He's looking at the Basilica. The whole crowd, there's hundreds of people here to cheer for him as he will become the third place in the Gran Sasso World Series final. Alexander, what a race. Let's go. There's a gong for you to hit there on Alexander Ravensteiner in 20 hours, 53 minutes and 35 seconds. This is an incredible performance as well. There's so much battle throughout the night. Bino, what do you say looking at his face? The happiness of coming here, great position, the world-class runners here. What do you think of this performance, Bino?
His face is like Gioconda. In this moment, it's like Gioconda. Yesterday, when he was keeping his bib, we speak about the event, about the race, and he said, I'm here only to make experience, only to try to see what's happening. But perhaps in himself, he knows that can do something important, and to be the first Italian, also if I say he's quite a German because lives in Tyrol in the northern part of Italy, but I think he's absolutely glad to represent Italy in this event and to be able to arrive to the third place on the podium. And it's important also that the second athlete is waiting for him to give honor and importance to this moment. I think that in few minutes we will be able to have here at this table so you can make your interview with him. I think he's absolutely glad. Okay, I can do him. He's absolutely glad and he seems not tired. Here he is. Eccolo, eccolo. Adesso va giusto naturalmente a prendere qualche cosa di caldo. Questa che vedete è la zona che viene riservata agli atleti al termine della gara per dare loro la giusta accoglienza, per offrire loro una bevanda calda e naturalmente in alcuni casi abbiamo visto anche la necessità dell'intervento della Croce Rossa per disinfettare magari gli atleti al termine della gara dove possono aver avuto qualche inconveniente, qualche caduta e quindi provvedono immediatamente a farli recuperare. Quindi ci auguriamo di poterlo avere velocemente ai microfoni per poter sentire le sue impressioni e raccontarci quella che è stata la sua gara. Each athlete has won his own event in the event, so he can say us his story from yesterday to this morning.
Bino, whilst Alexander is recovering there, um, let's talk about what's happening in the 100K final. Now, the race started just after 9 a.m., and we are now at 11:57 a.m. here in Italy. What can we say about the runners in the 100K race and the current position? We see the lead runners. We see here a runner taking a lead, the male runner.
So we can say that first of all they are between the 30 and 31st kilometer, and the situation sees Enrico Morichelli and Federico Cazzolli. They are in the first two position after 30 kilometer. Federico Cazzolli is an athlete from the Stivo sportive group, and he was running the Extraterra Dolomiti di Brenta, but he has not a very great experience. He was running only four events, four important events, and he was beginning his experience in 2021. And so we have to understand exactly if he's having a good increase today, or if only, and it could be possible, due to the few experience, he was starting perhaps too fast. We shall see going on. And the first two athletes seems don't have a very great experience. So they are running from 2 hours 54 minutes and 15 seconds. He has the bib number 18, 70. This one is Enrico Morichelli that is running in leader position now, and Cazzoli is in second position, but only 150, 200 meters between the first and the second, no more. They are running 5 mile, about 5 mile per hour. It means 7 minutes 4 kilometer about. So it's not so fast. Probably is a part of the race really, really hard. And we shall see going on. Now on the images you can see a panorama of L'Aquila. And this morning at 9 o'clock I was at the start, and the weather conditions were perfect, a good temperature to run and to host the start of the race. And we hope also that at the end of the 100K there will be many people to give the right contribute to all the athletes and to follow them and to give them the honor during the prize giving ceremony.
And Bino, for everyone following at home, particularly here in Italy, I was going to ask if you could, in Italian, just make a summary of what happened here in the 100 milers so far with Cody, Roger, Alexander, and also this quick position on how the 100K is going.
So for the long allora, per la gara dei 160 km, la gara delle 100 miglia, abbiamo già assistito all'andamento, allo svolgimento e all'arrivo, alla conclusione della gara lunga per i primi tre atleti. Naturalmente attendiamo anche con grande attesa l'arrivo del settore femminile, di tutte le atlete che sono state grandi protagoniste nelle fasi di qualificazione del World Series e che avremo sicuramente al traguardo tra non molto. La gara dei 100 km è partita con un leggero ritardo questa mattina, un piccolo inconveniente tecnico, ma anche il desiderio di poter garantire agli atleti le massime condizioni di sicurezza al momento del via. E gli atleti e le atlete sono partiti in 16, 14 uomini e 2 donne hanno preso il via per la gara dei 100 km. C'è questa fase di avvio che sembra essere particolarmente sostenuta. Ci sono 2 atleti che sono segnalati in prossimità del 30° chilometro, quindi hanno coperto già circa un terzo di gara e come abbiamo visto, ecco, adesso ci sono delle immagini che li mostrano impegnati in gara. Siamo a 3 ore da quando è stato dato il via alla manifestazione e quindi stanno correndo a una media chilometrica abbastanza sostenuta. Allora vediamo Enrico Morichelli è appunto in testa alla corsa, la sua velocità istantanea è di 3.1, la velocità media è di 10,48, 10 km e mezzo. 10 km e mezzo, siamo quindi a circa 5 minuti e mezzo al chilometro e quindi gli atleti stanno correndo a un ritmo veramente veloce. Ci auguriamo naturalmente che abbiano ben valutato le loro condizioni fisiche e che non abbiano magari approfittato di un tratto favorevole di percorso e che quindi stiano mantenendo un ritmo che possa essere eventualmente al di sopra delle proprie possibilità. Speriamo appunto che la loro esperienza di gare precedenti li possa aiutare e salvaguardare in questo. Questo atleta, se non vado errato, è un atleta della provincia di Brescia e ci raccontava appunto alcune situazioni di allenamento questa mattina e vedo che sta procedendo in una andatura assolutamente spedita, sembra quasi non stia correndo su un terreno dissestato, ma sembra quasi stia correndo su una strada. Is running like on the road, normal road. It's a very great ability for the athletes to be able to have the same attitude, same pass on the road and in this kind of field.
And now it's a great pleasure for me to have Valmir Lana coming all the way from Brazil, from Revista Trail Running. And he's here to provide coverage on the race as well for all the Brazilian followers. And quickly, we're going to speak just a little bit in English for everybody, but we are going to have the pleasure of hearing as well Valmir communicating here through the live streaming on in Portuguese to everyone that's following the race, that's following this live in Brazil, cheering for so many Brazilian runners that are here. One question in English, Valmir. Was these the times you were expecting for the first 100-mile runners?
Hi, João. Hi, everybody. It's a very nice pleasure to be here and answer your question. Yes, I thought the first one would run 18 and 19 hours, and that's what happened here with Code. And I expected Roger soon, but he lost in some trails, but he's second as well, and I'm so happy with him. And that's it. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy for everybody for the success of this event, and congratulations for you and all the staffs.
Valmir, thank you very much. Now we're going to switch. I'm having this trouble. Italian, it's then Spanish, then English, then Portuguese. So I guess I'm very lucky to have this opportunity as well. Now, in Portuguese, Valmir, por nosso público, lá no Brasil, seguindo aqui, Letícia Saltori, Roger, Cida, Drica, todos esses grandes atletas que vieram aqui competir na final do OneHundred World Series, que lutaram bastante lá no Rio Caminho do Ouro em abril para conseguir aqui esse lugar, uma grande preparação de lá para cá. Como é que você vê a performance do Roger, em primeiro lugar? Vamos dizer, o Roger americano, mas ele é o gringo mineiro, então o Roger, claro, é visto como também o representante do Brasil, e depois a Letícia, que está vindo aí a caminho, a Cida e a Drica também.
Eu não esperava menos do Roger, eu sabia que ele estava numa crescente muito grande, treinando muito bem, muito focado, ele queria chegar aqui na melhor forma possível dele. E ele fez tudo o possível para chegar aqui na melhor forma e o resultado está aí. Ele fez uma baita prova, muito consistente, esteve muito próximo dos líderes, do líder, Cold Reed, durante toda a prova. Teve um infortúnio que ele acabou errando um trecho, mas conseguiu voltar para a prova e ainda conseguiu chegar em segundo lugar. Realmente temos que dar os parabéns ao Roger. E estamos vendo também a Letícia, que veio com muita força, querendo fazer um resultado bom, porque lá no Brasil ela teve problemas com bolhas e chegou aqui muito bem, está demonstrando aí todo o potencial dela, fazendo uma belíssima prova, já está quase chegando aí no quilômetro 150 ou alguma coisa desse tipo. E temos também Cida, temos a Drica, que estão ainda na trilha. Não sei bem o que está acontecendo com elas, mas tenho certeza que elas vão cruzar essa linha de chegada. Parou.
E Valmir, aqui sobre, rapidamente só aproveitando o seu conhecimento de trail running, 100K, prova para quanto tempo você acha?
Eu acredito até em um sub-10, João. 10 horas, porque 100K você consegue acelerar um pouco mais, né? 100 milhas é totalmente diferente de 100K. Então, os 100 quilômetros você consegue realmente colocar um pouquinho mais de força e acelerar um pouco mais. Eu acredito numas 10 horas, até um sub-10. E você?
Eu penso que é possível fazer sub-10, mas também penso que é sub-9.
Sub-9?
Por isso, vamos ver aí como é que a prova vai continuar se desenrolando. Now, turning back to English just for a final question. 100 miler, we now know 18 hours, 8 seconds. For 8 seconds, it was not underneath 18 hours. Is it a course, of course, Cody Reeds is a world-class athlete. Is it a course to be run underneath, you think, 16 hours?
I could say if I know all the course, but I don't know all the course. But what I say when I was there, I think it's runnable the most of the parts, and I believe it's really, really true. I think it's possible to do.
Valmir, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us here in the live streaming. I know Valmir, he likes going out there in the mountain, following the runners, so we're going to let Valmir go and do his thing. Valmir, thank you very much. And if you want to send a final message in Portuguese to everyone following there in Brazil.
Pessoal, mantenham-se conectados aqui, live streaming pela primeira vez. A gente fazendo isso daqui, tá muito bonito, tá muito bacana aqui. Estou muito feliz e se mantenham conectados.
Obrigado, Valmir. Thank you very much, Valmir. And we are seeing now on the image Morgan Pili. What a struggle. This was really a fight, a real battle. The whole day, the whole night, this man, he was leading. He was with Cody, and then he started slowing down a bit, and we can see he's really fighting. This is the true spirit of endurance running. Morgan Pili here, just arriving close here to the Piazza San Bernardino in L'Aquila. He's got no poles. He's got good pace here for the last few kilometers. These are really outstanding performance years from the lead runners. He will be coming in fourth place. Morgan Pili from Australia. He lives here in Italy. He's got some great results on his bag, and it's really been seeing outstanding performances. I was going to check just briefly as we are here live the position of the female runners very quickly. Leticia Saltori keeps leading the race. I'm checking these results here on my mobile phone. She keeps leading the race. She's around mile 93 now. And then we have Emanuele Ludovisi coming just after the 90th mile. And then followed by Patricia Baranowska, which ended up picking up the pace. She was in fifth place before. She is it's done a race where I believe she had her strategy. She was not, it seems, bothered about anybody else's pace. And here she comes in second place around mile 89, coming to potentially do a second place here in the World Series final. Unfortunately, we had news that the Portuguese runner Sofia Rockets had some issues, some struggle, and had to um leave the race. And it's unfortunate. We hope Sofia recovers as quickly as possible and the best shape possible as well. She was doing an absolute great race, and she should be very proud to be battling these amazing female runners that have been here with us in the Gran Sasso World Series final. Remembering that she won the Portuguese race, she had an outstanding performance there, and she came here to Gran Sasso to compete and try to do the best position. But sometimes days are like that, and I hope that she really recovers quickly to go after and chase the next goals. Now we are watching here Morgan, and every time we are seeing the runners crossing here the streets in L'Aquila, where this is a city that suffered this major earthquake, it's being rebuilt. It's incredible, and year after year, we hope to be here with the Gran Sasso World Series final. Very important to note, the World Series will always end here in Gran Sasso. The final will always be here. So year after year, we'll be seeing runners come here, run across these beautiful mountains, and see what times, what records can be beaten here, and push the limits of what's possible far and far beyond.
Allora, mentre attendiamo l'arrivo di Morgan Feeley, con noi l'atleta terzo classificato, Alexander. Allora, se ci vuoi raccontare della tua partecipazione, della tua presenza in questa gara, di tutte le esperienze e sensazioni che hai provato.
Ma sono partito abbastanza tranquillo, però dopo sul corribile ho visto che qua bisogna correre veramente parecchio, che non sono proprio abituato, però se no più o meno ho trovato sempre la strada, era segnata bene, i ristori c'erano più di quelli che erano segnati all'inizio soprattutto, che ogni tanto in mezzo c'era anche qualcuno che ti offriva un caffè, allora io mi sono fermato dappertutto, ho mangiato sempre quando potevo, che tante volte verso la fine diventa un po' un problema il mangiare, perciò mi sono fermato e mi sono nutrito bene e quello sicuramente è la tattica giusta per me.
Allora, ci raccontavi prima così privatamente che la tua esperienza sportiva è iniziata circa 10 anni or sono con una partecipazione alla Maratona di Verona, poi la partecipazione a un triathlon e poi la decisione, la scelta di correre all'aperto, di correre in massima libertà e poi sulle montagne. Quali sono state le spinte per iniziare l'attività sportiva e la spinta decisiva che ti ha portato verso la montagna?
Ma che prima della maratona andavo tantissimo in montagna e facevo arrampicata, allora quando mi allenavo su strada mi mancava un po' e dopo ho trovato questo sport qua che univa un po' tutte e due le robe e subito alla prima gara mi sono sentito proprio bene e allora ho visto questo è il mio sport che mi piace, dove posso fare anche un bel risultato ogni tanto, allora da 10 anni sono adesso in giro facendo 5-6 gare all'anno e ogni tanto ne esce un podio e sono contento così.
Hai un qualcuno che ti guida, che ti segue, che ti allena, sia come allenatore e anche qualcuno che si allena con te, qualche compagno di avventura, diciamo.
No, non mi segue nessuno e purtroppo con gli amici ognuno ha la sua famiglia, il suo lavoro, è molto difficile che ci alleniamo assieme, qualche volta partecipiamo alle stesse gare un po' e con i miei amici e allora facciamo lì un po'.
Un po' gruppo.
Sì, facciamo lì un gruppo.
Allora, mi dicevi sempre in precedenza che come in tutte le gare di lunga distanza c'è sempre un momento in cui si incontra difficoltà e tu l'hai trovata intorno al 50° chilometro.
Sì, lì un po' dovevo rallentare un po', però secondo me è la decisione giusta. Che dopo quando ho sentito che quello davanti c'è un po' problemi avevo ancora un po' di energia per prenderlo e dopo superarlo. E
Allora,
adesso sta arrivando, deve
scusa,
arrivare.
sì, 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 tributiamo anche a lui naturalmente il giusto onore, Morgan Pilley che va a chiudere in quarta posizione, anche il tuo margine di vantaggio era indubbiamente importante nei suoi confronti, eccolo che arriva in quarta posizione, arrivare a toccare con la suola delle scarpe il tappeto rosso credo che sia sicuramente una impressione, un'emozione particolare.
Sì, sì, quello era proprio l'obiettivo, finire la gara, arrivare qua in fondo. Se faccio una trasferta così grande, dopo voglio arrivare in fondo, non voglio ritirarmi o...
Grande determinazione.
Grazie.
Bene, allora ancora complimenti e poi ci rivedremo al momento di salire sul podio. Un altro piccolo gradino però importante. Grazie e ancora complimenti.
Grazie, grazie.
And here we see in the image Morgan Pili here with Alexander, who just left the interview here with Bino, and they are talking to each other. We see them sharing stories on this this amazing course profile. And I know what I can almost imagine what they're talking about. We have here Alexander, Morgan Pili, and Mauro Prosperi, great athletes. I think they're talking about the section between the 80 and the 120 kilometers, so up and down, up and down, up and down. It's really truly amazing performances here by these athletes, and Morgan is putting a real battle. He's you know, at the starts he was leading the race with Cody and then dropped a few positions. Sometimes it opens a big gap, but he kept in the fight. We see him really pushing very hard here towards the end. It's an incredible performance. Sometimes when it, you know, we break a little bit and we still carry on pushing, that's one of the most emotional performances actually, and the ones that we can value as well. Now I was going to track the next runner who is coming in the 100-miler towards the finale here in L'Aquila is Letícia Saltori from Brazil, the female runner who has put on a great performance. She's in reaching just mile 94, and she's almost getting to Colebrizioni and she should be roughly around 10-11K from the finish. We have now Letícia with 21 hours and 24 minutes within the race, passing really mile 94, and this is where the the mountain goats segments will start, going all the way here almost to the finish line in L'Aquila. So we are going to end the transmission now here from L'Aquila for a few or for some minutes until we have images again from the 100K and also the arrival from Letícia Saltori from Brazil. Stay tuned. We'll come back. We'll come back soon.